Hello, boys and girls. So, our math story for today is A Mitten for Little Mouse. Little Mouse lived in a warm, snug little burrow under the big fir tree. It was a good place to spend the winter, but she was tired of being inside. So, one snowy afternoon, she decided to take a walk. I won't go far, she promised herself. It's already snowing and it'll be dark and cold soon. So off she went. It was good to be outside again. Before long, it started to get dark. Then the snow started falling even more heavily. Little Mouse was worried. It's too late to get back home now. What am I going to do? Just then she spied something blue and fuzzy under a nearby tree. What's that? She wondered. What does that look like to you? She crept up to the blue fuzzy thing very slowly and carefully, sniffing for danger. Closer and closer. No danger. She poked her nose inside and sniffed again. No danger. In fact, it smelled warm and snug inside the blue fuzzy thing. So Little Mouse crawled in and curled up to wait for the morning to come. Do you know what that is? It goes on your hand. Did you say mitten? It is a mitten. Before long, she heard someone snuffling around outside. She peeked out, and there sat a brown squirrel, shivering in the dark. Shivering means you're shaking. You look freezing cold, friend squirrel. Come in here with me where it's warm and snug. So Squirrel squeezed in and curled up beside Little Mouse to wait for the morning to come. One mouse plus one squirrel equals two friends inside the mitten. Before long, they heard someone snuffling around outside. Squirrel peeked out, and there stood a handsome owl, shivering in the dark. You look freezing cold, friend owl. Come in here with us where it's warm and snug. So Owl squeezed in and curled up beside Little Mouse and Squirrel to wait for the morning to come. Two friends on the inside plus one friend outside equals three friends now in the mitten. Before long, they heard someone snuffling around outside. Owl peeked out, and there stood a brown bear cub, shivering in the dark. Do you think that bear is going to go in that mitten? I don't know. I have to read to find out. You look freezing cold, friend bear. Come in here with us where it's warm and snug. So Bear squeezed in and curled up beside Little Mouse, Squirrel, and Owl to wait for the morning to come. So Mouse, Squirrel, and Owl are the three friends in the mitten, and we're going to add a bear. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Before long, they heard someone snuffling around outside. Bear peeked out, and there stood a tiny stag beetle shivering in the cold. You look freezing cold, friend Beetle. Come in here with us where it's warm and snug. So Beetle squeezed in, and so we have 4 friends in the mitten: Mouse, Squirrel, Owl, Bear, and we're going to add another friend, the beetle, which makes 5. 4 plus 1 equals 5. So beetle squeezed in, and kerblam! Oh my goodness, animals went everywhere. The mitten popped, and all the animals came flying out. But by then it was morning, so Little Mouse ran home to her warm, snug little burrow under the big fir tree as fast as her paws could carry her. The end. Alright, on the next slide you have some questions about the story. How many animals were in the story? Who showed up first? Who was next? Who was last? So I want you to answer the questions about the story we just read.